Alright, so we got the coil spring of death right there.
Is anyone curious what that is?
Yeah, that's the shaft for the controller. I feel like an archaeologist. Just underneath this 50 years of dirt, we can see the original frame rail of a 65 Comet.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Classic Mustangs 429. We're back at it on the 65 Comet, getting ready to yank the 289 and C4 transmission out in preparation for the 5-liter and 5-speed setup. Stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy.
Alright, so here we are. This is the new engine for the 65 Comet. It's a 5-liter roller, fuel injected at the moment. It's going to be carbureted and kind of similar to the 65 Fastback. We're going to be pulling all the serpentine pulley setup off, putting the V-belt on, putting a 4-barrel intake, changing out the distributor. Lots of other things. You got to put a new pan on, change the harmonic balancer. So there's a lot of things going on here that we got to obviously purchase and do in order to make this work in the 65 Comet. So the other thing is getting it over here on the other side of the 65 Comet. So essentially we have the engine hoist over there, which we got to open the garage door and bring it all the way from inside, outside, all the way to in front of the Comet. The engine also has to take the same path of out this door, back out, and in front, because it doesn't fit in this little corridor here, and there's no way it's getting through here. So that should be fun. Hopefully the outside's not too bad. Let's give her a peek. Somewhat shoveled. Gonna have to do a little cleanup to make our lives easier. But yeah, here she is, folks. Already has the standard flywheel on it, so that's a plus. Going to be putting a T5 behind it as well, which is on the other side of the Comet over here.
fingertips are frozen.
You're wearing gloves?
I'm wearing gloves. Heater must not be working.
That's called Canadian cold right there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of purple if you look closely. Yeah, 15 minutes outside.
Shoveling, snow blowing.
Snow blowing. What's the game plan here? What are we doing now again? I forget. Moving the Corvette forward. So, engine hoist got to come in here.
I'm rolling this engine outside and then we can lift it up.
Are you? Okay, before you do all that, get all your chains and everything ready. So you're doing it inside, not outside. You with me? Bolt everything nice and warm, and then it's ready to go. Huh?
I'm just gonna roll it.
Oh, you're a hard head.
Rolls like a charm. I told him. He didn't believe me. What a breeze. What a breeze. Even uphill, folks. No problem.
Alright, so after a lot of shuffling around, we got the Comet situated. My plans are to pick up the engine, put it on this engine stand, strip it of what we aren't using, reassemble it, get it ready to go into the Comet. Once it's ready, we'll pull the Comet engine out, place it to the side, pick this one up, put it in with one of the T5s, and then put the other engine onto this stand, reassemble it, and put it aside for another project. A few of the things for the conversion for a 5-liter to make it work in an old car is we're changing out the harmonic balancer. So on the 5 liters, you can see here it's a 4-bolt pulley. On the older engines, they are 3-bolt. So there's an adapter which I bought for my 65 fastback car. It's a 5-liter harmonic balancer, but it's got a 3-bolt pulley set up for it. Got to get a cam eccentric for the fuel pump because this is a fuel injection engine. There is no mechanical fuel pump access here. That's why we're changing the timing cover. Also got to get a new oil pan because this is a rear sump. We need a front sump. Also got to change the sump in it as well. Headers are probably going to get changed too. Distributor has to get changed out. We're probably going to steal the distributor off that car. Going to have to change the gear for the cam. And just probably going to clean it up. Maybe paint it. Probably just going to go black. And I think it'll look good in that car. I'll show you what's going on with this old engine. Number one, it's got a crazy ring ridge right there. Obviously, it's super caked. It's caked in all the galleries. I'm sure the oil pan's just as bad. So we're actually going to pull this engine out, take it to a buddy's shop. They got a parts washer, so we're going to wash the inside and outside. And on the heads here, let's see. I don't know if you can see that. On the valve itself, there's quite a wear. Yeah, you can see that on the valve tip. Just put my foot under that. So right there, there's quite the quite the wear going on pretty much all of them. Some extremely worse than others. But that's probably from bad oiling. These were caked with oil. The push rods were caked with crud. So there was no oil getting up to the rockers. So there was no oil coming down here. So it's just probably running steel on steel with no oil lubrication. So that's one of the things that I wasn't too happy about with that old engine, which is kind of why we went this route. The suspension's all waiting for the disc brakes and other little parts here and there. Tear this one down first, pull that one out, kind of move it forward, and reassemble the suspension, brakes, and then hopefully we should be a turnkey car for springtime. A lot of work, but we got to do it. Well, this has got to be the stupidest design ever. So we're putting the engine on the stand. That one's in, this one's in, this one's in. But this one, we are like, so close. But no cigar. I need like a 1/4 inch more travel. And this doesn't got it. It's like they welded these in the wrong spots, or they didn't grind this enough. So there's pretty much everything we're not using. And here's the engine. Relatively clean on the inside. No complaints there. The only complaint is whoever put this gasket on. I wonder why there's all this oil here. Jeez. That'll probably do it. Good job, guys. Good job. Nice. But anyways, here it is in all its glory, without most of the fuel injected stuff on it. Still got to pull off, like I said, the timing cover right here. Forward, all has to come off. Oil pan needs to come off. It's pretty crusty anyways. The block's a little crusty as well. Once we strip it down, spin it over for the oil pan removal, we'll probably pull the frost plugs out because they're pretty nasty. Wire wheel up the block and then give her a shot of paint. But everything's looking pretty good. No complaints so far.
right, folks, there she is, all torn down. We're pretty much at the point of where we're going to start buying a few things for it, cleaning it up, and obviously getting it painted and for reassembly. So let's take a peek and show you what we got. All right, so here she is. I think it's an 85 block. Pretty crusty on the outside, but all we care about is the inside and how she looks. I don't know if you can see in there. Still got nice crosshatch on the cylinders themselves. Just trying to show you. Let's see. Anyways, good condition. Nothing sticking out. Gonna change the frost plugs because this one had a lot of crud in it, and as you can see, there's a nice hole in it. So all the frost plugs are coming out. Obviously, like I said, we're going to clean it up, paint it. Like I think I said previously, going to go with just black, keep it simple. Timing covers off. Might change the timing chain. It's already got the fuel pump cam eccentric, which is nice. So that's one less thing I have to buy. Going to clean up all the gasket surfaces. Yeah, no other things that stuck out. Everything looked good. It's already got the bearing for the input shaft for the T5. Pretty happy with it. Anyways, I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to go to work, and then when I get back, probably start cleaning it up. Going to put the pan back on, just so no crud gets inside the crankcase. I probably should have cleaned it first before I pulled the pan off, but got a little excited. So yeah, wire wheel all this, clean all the oil, and shoot it with some black paint. I got this paint over here. Sure how it's gonna work. It's high heat paint, withstands 650 degrees, 1200 Fahrenheit. It's gloss black, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna like, but should be all right. All right, so this is what we're doing with the block. Basically, just cleaning it down as clean as possible. Using a wire brush, a wire wheel on a drill, spray nining and cleaning. So as you can see here, this is where there was oil residue basically all in here, and this was just spray nine and plastic brush. Cleaned up pretty good. So that's the oil preserving it. This was slightly rusted, so you can see a little more pitting here. But it's cleaning up relatively decent. We're gonna clean it up. Probably probably paint it first, then pull these out and put new ones in. Still, like, obviously we still got lots of work to do, but I'm just showcasing what we got going on here. So basically, this is kind of just like a catch tray or catch tarp, so we don't make our floor incredibly dirty. Let's see, so you can see it all down there, and then we had a little pan down here to catch it all. But it's coming along. So like I said, we're going to clean it, prep it for paint, probably acetone wipe it good, paint it. I'm not really going to show you the cleaning process just because it's probably too boring and you guys probably don't want to watch it. So, going to be clean very shortly in the video, and then probably show you a bit of us painting it, and then get ready for reassembly. All right, folks, there she is, all painted up. Just put a cheap set of valve covers on there just for any overspray. Looking much better. That's only the first coat. Probably going to do one more coat after that. And should be good. Unfortunately, it's minus 20 outside, so I'm doing this in the garage. So I'm going to go inside and take a nice deep breath because it's freaking fumey in here. And wait 20 minutes and apply another coat.
Alright, so the plan here for this old 289 is take the exhaust off, and we're planning on pulling the entirety, so this engine and the transmission out at the same time as one unit. Still got to disconnect a few other little things like the electrical, shifter linkage in the corner, kick down for the transmission, and obviously disconnect the two engine mounts and the transmission mount, and we should be ready to pull the old girl out.
All right, engine and transmission are out. No turning back now. So I'm going to probably split the engine and transmission. We're going to bring this to a buddy's shop, get it basically cleaned in the big machine. Same with the transmission, and we're probably going to use it for a future build. Just clean it all back up, fix whatever needs to be fixed, and then reassemble and put it on an engine stand for, again, future use. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap this episode up. Thanks for watching Classic Mustangs 429. If you liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Stay tuned for the next episode. Mike?